What a lovely cloudy day. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. I mean, it's nice over there by the beach, but it's like real cloudy and gray over here, so it is what it is. So hey, this is Louis Porter Jr. And you're watching Transparency Agenda Daily. Today is the 28th, I believe. Yeah, the 28th of August, 2 days past my birthday. First, shout out to everyone who sent me a lovely, amazing birthday wish. Yes, I am officially 48. I'm an old man. I've always been an old man, but now I'm officially like a real old man. So, watch out. I will be smacking little kids just out of spite. So get that together. I'm at a great time for my birthday. It was actually great. I didn't do much, but I will say that something happened that was amazing. But we're not talking about that yet. But it was a good birthday. If you're wondering, great birthday. Hey Andrew, hey Christian, hey Stacy, thank you for watching, of course. So yeah, other fun stuff. I don't know if anybody saw that whole Gamma trade show president thing. It was on ICV2. I think something happened, like someone is getting arrested or something, and there's some kind of assault. I'm just like, I can't understand why everybody's like acting wild all of a sudden, like getting arrest stuff. I mean, everyone be gangsters and stuff. I don't know what's going on with that, but I read it. It was kind of crazy, and I just said, let that stuff go. Let's just move that to the side. Let's just keep it moving, keep focused. Of course, we got to mention Kickstarter. So we're like 50% in. We have like 19 days left. I'm sure we're going to reach it, but I'm definitely going to push it a little harder. I probably will be releasing some cool stuff that you haven't seen yet, like probably the first chapter. I'd say, first chapter / encounter of what we're looking to do with this Kickstarter. You'll see it all laid out pretty nice. So you can take a look at it and go, ooh, okay. See if you're interested. So that's kind of exciting. Oh, here's a piece of information. I told people about this over the weekend. Maybe some people already knew this, but I didn't. So I'm all excited. So you'll understand. So if you've got Google Docs and you got yourself a microphone, you can do speech to text on Google Docs. And I didn't know that. I know some people are like, yeah, of course. Well, look, I didn't know that. I thought it was cool. I put my snowball mic up and I was like, boom. And I talked about a bunch of stuff. So now I'm like, I can do a lot more of my writing like this. Because, of course there's mistakes and there's words, there's problems. But you can go back through and edit that kind of stuff. But getting the ideas out, I think this might be a great thing to do. So just something to think about if you want to do maybe short articles or stuff like that. Speech to text it, edit it up. And then you get, then you're ready to go. I think it is a great idea. I don't know if everybody knew about it. Like I said, I didn't know, so I'm just spreading the words on that, getting everyone excited about that. So there you go. All right, so this topic today. Some people said this topic, it might be a little saucy. I'm just, telling the truth. So let me just put it out there. And let me just put it out there so you all know. You're not confused. There's no illusions. I think Eberron is a great idea. I think Eberron works in fantasy D&D. There's some things that I really think on Eberron were really amazing. Just point blank. I'm like, ooh, that's a cool idea. I think for trying to pull off the World War I pulp feel, I think Eberron does a great job. I think it really has gotten it down pat. I like it a lot. And I'm a fan. Now that being said, let me just put it out there to you boys and girls. Look, when we did NeoExodus, we told you what kind of stuff we were drawing from, ideas and concepts we were drawing from. Yeah, so it kind of falls in the same kind of, I'd say, realm as Eberron. But I'll tell you, I think we pushed it to be more political. I think it is... I'm gonna put it like this. I'm just gonna keep it real and put it like this. I think Eberron is very much like Deep Space Nine. The same kind of feel, kind of like, ooh, this is good. All right, this is good stuff. Yeah. But NeoExodus, without a doubt, is Babylon 5. Now, some people will get that reference. Some people won't. The guys who won't, sorry. Maybe we'll enlighten you in a little bit, get you on that Babylon 5 kick, and let you understand why it's the greatest sci-fi ever written. For all you guys going, oh, I don't know, man. Wasn't very good. I just smack you guys in the mouth because you don't know what you're talking about. Go sit down in the corner and have a sandwich, because that's just ridiculous. Let's keep it real. Yes, DS9 is the best. The best. Yeah, the best Star Trek. I said it. It's the best Star Trek. At least for me. Hey, Kevin. But keeping it honest, Babylon 5 is a better show. It's a much better show. Now, that doesn't take away from DS9. You know, like I said, Eberron is great. I'm not taking anything away from Eberron. I'm just telling you, hey, Michael, I'm just telling you that NeoExodus is that 2.0 of Eberron. You know, robot men are cool. Don't get me wrong. Robot men are cool. Everybody wants to play a robot man, but androids are cooler. You know, if you want another good sci-fi analogy for it, so you people can, dig it. Everybody thought Battlestar Galactica, the original one, was cool, and the Cylons were cool. Then when the Cylons become more human-looking and they became a lot cooler. Same thing you could think about with Eberron and NeoExodus. They did Warforged. Warforged were cool. Cool idea, cool concept. We did androids. Because there's nothing cooler than somebody who looks like you doing all kinds of weird stuff. And I think our motif on them was, it's very much, I can say the motif of the replaceable people, that kind of mindset, that works very well. And it's very cool. But, androids make it a little more interesting. But it's one thing to have somebody who doesn't look like you, doesn't act like you. That's, that they're the other, as they'd say in writing. But it's very radically different when the other looks very much like you. And the difference between them and you are very, very slight. At least on the physical sense. And then we can go from there. So, that I think is, one of the cool little variations that we did that make it a little more interesting. There's that. You see, what other fun things? Well, I think some of the races we picked for NeoExodus are very different. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shifters are a cool idea because people want to play shifters. They always have, and they want to, and I get it. And it fits the genre very specifically perfectly. But let's keep it real. The shifter isn't really the best race. I mean, is it really? I mean, would you say, yes, shifter. That's a place I've been wanting to play for a long time. And the execution, was it like, no. Look. So, we went out of our way to make races you usually don't see, especially in fantasy tropes, that are definitely science fiction tropes that are integrated into a fantasy setting. And that's something that we worked on to work with the setting. And I think they did a good job. When I say they, I mean Watsy and, Mr. Baker. I'll call him Mr. Baker. This is a project. Mr. Baker did a great job doing that. But at the same time, there are some restrictions that you kind of expect. Because of it being Watsy, because of being fantasy, and there's some tropes they just stuck with because they had to stick with. We tried to do different stuff. So that's why I said, if you're a fan of Eberron, I think you're going to like what they've done. But I think looking at NeoExodus, you'll be like, oh, there's some familiar stuff. The feeling will be very familiar. You'll get that same kind of vibe. But you'll know the differences. The differences are there, and they are, thankfully enough, creatively enough interesting that people go, okay, cool. I like this thing. You like that thing. We can even pull elements in. Because, that's right, I didn't tell everybody. Or maybe we didn't realize yet. So, because of all the great success we just had on the Obsidian Apocalypse 5e update, we're going to be doing an update for NeoExodus. The campaign book is going to be updated to 5e. Like I said, this will give us time to work on this while we're getting ready for Pathfinder 2e to update their book and see where that goes. So this is something we're going to be doing. Of course, we're going to be starting, with the actual environments, that kind of stuff, and then we'll be doing our races, of course. And since our races are so different than a lot of people would expect to see, I think people will look at NeoExodus races and go, wow, I didn't know these cool things were so cool. Why didn't I pick it for Pathfinder? Well, I wasn't a Pathfinder fan. So you got a lot of that going on. I think that, nice cutting job. Look at people's cutting job. It's somebody's lawn, very nice. I believe that once this gets done, and once this is rolled out, I think, without a doubt, that NeoExodus will be the most interesting 5e campaign setting on the market today. Now, I'm not saying that because it's my thing. That's be cocky of me to say that. But let me just put up bluntly. It's a great system. We've got a great world. We've got great bad guys. It feels very similar to stuff you've played. It has that same feel, but it's also distinctly different. Our bad guys are bad guys. our really violent NPCs are not bad guys. They're terrorists. They're legitimate terrorists. And they act accordingly. And I don't mean like with Enterprise and Chakotay with the terrorists, which I've always said, the worst terrorist in the world of terrorism ever to appear on a show. He's the nicest, friendliest, cuddliest terrorist I've ever met. I still can't understand why that show never figured it out. If you're going to do somebody cuddly and like that, you need to do Garrick from DS9. See the DS9 come back? That's how you do a cuddly, scary guy. But you always knew that he was scary. Chakotay, the only thing scary about Chakotay was that bad tattoo they did inside his face. I mean, that was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. But I digress. So, if you're a fan of Eberron, I would suggest you come check us out. We've got our free world book. You can look at the whole idea of the politics that go on, that mindset, why that works. I think more people enjoy it. And, you're probably going to see some more videos like this. I'm probably going to do some ads because you know me. Got to do some ads. So I'll be, referring to certain Eberron things and, why we did it better. Hey, that's just the way it's going to be. Accept it. Don't cry about it. Don't be like, Lewis, you are attacking my Eberron. Maybe I am. But I don't think so. I'm just showing you where the differences lie. And why you can still play both. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's an either or proposition. It's very much a let's play more stuff together proposition. But I'll tell you, one of the coolest inventions I can say that came out of Eberron that I thought was a brilliant way to do it, and it pulled it off well, the lightning rail. Great idea, makes sense, and their setting fits very well. I have also decided, we were going to do the same thing in ours, and I was like, yep, that's it. Got to do a train because trains are cool. And there was back in the day, Skeleton Key Games did a tile set, or a map set at the time, for a train, if you want to do like a train. But they called it Arcane Rail or something. I can't remember the name of it. Something like that. So, if you liked that, you can do that. And realistically, NeoExodus is all about, we have an entire empire that's built on building things and making, arcane intelligent constructs. So doing a train, wink wink, wouldn't be that hard to do. So that's something that we're going to be stealing. I have an idea that I'm thinking for an adventure that I'd like to do. Because, it's one of those things of, hey, it's a cool idea, it works well there. It would work well here too, let's use it. Because I'm very much about that. Let's, if it works good in one place, let's try it somewhere else. I think it works that way. So that's about it. Whew. All right, I'm almost done with my walk. So thank you so much for watching. Ooh, everybody's like cutting stuff today. I guess today's a good cutting day. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the Tuesday. I know it was a surprise. Some people were like, what's he doing Tuesday show? Yesterday, like I said, everybody took me out to my breakfast. I mean, not my breakfast, good. My birthday lunch, so that's why I couldn't do it. That's why I'm doing this today. We should do a video tomorrow, of course. And of course, we'll continue on. Floating magic tech is awesome. Everybody knows that. Hello? All right, that's it. I'm getting out of here. You all have a good day, and I will talk to you all, tomorrow. Talk to you later.